Hello everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play. And we are back with Vesper, and Emmett, and Hythlodaeus, and yes, even Hermes. Oh, and Medion. Alright, let's talk to Hermes here and continue on the main story quest. If everyone is ready, there are a few creations I need to check on. First, we shall return to the spot where we found our wayward Ambystoma. Have care when you step outside a hub, for there may be more unruly creatures about. Alright. Vivacious Observer? Let me hop on a mount real quick. Also, can I be doing this? 149 yalms to the north. Northwest. Ah. We'll get a couple of these as we're traveling through here. Do. All right. Is there another one nearby? To the east. Like up here? $203 to the east. Gotta be up this way. Hello, friend. Is there one up here? Affo? I guess not. Or to the south. Ah, it's over here. Okay. Good. Whew. Alright. Another one close by? No, not really. Dude, I bet we're gonna ding 90 today. We are so close to 90. Okay. Back up here. Hello, Hermes. This here is a new species of Petalota we recently set loose. It's been doing very well, managing to maintain a stable existence thus far. If it can see its observation period to the end without issue, we shall release it unto the world. Tell me, do you know the difference between living beings and arcane entities? It is the presence of a soul, yet the soul isn't something you can choose to have at will. No, it manifests only in those beings whose forms adhere to the laws of creation. That can endure on their own. Beings that do not fulfill this requirement, such as those spontaneously born of magic or natural phenomenon, do not have souls. No matter how much it might resemble flora or fauna, if it lacks a soul, then it is considered an arcane entity. So you see, it is not for mankind to decide what is living. The domain lies beyond our manipulation, and it is hubris to assume otherwise. But come, let us head to the nearby beacon. I've received a report that arcane entities have gathered there. Well, I used one of these to make my robes. So just so you know. Hopefully you weren't observing those ones. Do, do, do. The beacon? Is that the beacon? Let's hop on a mount here. Yeah, that's the beacon. Ah, yes, lightning pneuma, just as the report said. Although we call the structure a beacon due to its form, it is in fact a magical device. By manipulating the balance of elements, it keeps the isle airborne and maintains the climate thereupon. In this course of its operation, it often sees an internal shift towards a given element. Right now, that element is lightning, which draws the pneuma here to replenish their aether. It appears Medion is busy. Would you care to assist me in her stead and feed the pneuma? By using the lightning converger, you can harness ambient lightning and focus it into a ball. A veritable feast for our dazzling friends. Go on, give it a try. Alright. Let me, I can't really... There. Oops, dang it. Okay. Target missed. Really? There. Target missed. So I gotta get both of them? Do I have to put it on the destination? There, okay. Okay. We won't talk about that. Perfectly done, Vesper. Look. See how they gather to feed? How they express themselves through their actions despite their lack of words? Speech is not the sole defining characteristic of a thinking, feeling creature, nor is silence an indication that they do not possess these qualities. Be it a soulless arcane entity such as a pneuma or an ethereal life form such as the Petalota, all seek to perpetuate their existence, to survive. Is Medion an arcane entity? A good question. I can answer it from a theoretical standpoint, but it ultimately falls to the Bureau of the Architect to pass judgment. Those with exceptional vision, such as Hythlodaeus, may be able to ascertain her true nature. But to me, it doesn't matter. She is herself, and that is all I need to know. Oh, you finished already. I'm sorry, I was in the way. Not to worry, my dear. They missed nothing of note, and we still have plenty of work for them to observe. Next, we will be heading to the east to the Morning Dew. I need to speak with some observers there. Do, 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 do. All right. To the east. The morning dew. Ah, okay. He ran up here already. Gobu.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects. So, how are we coming along?
Flowers.
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis. Entelekis. Like me.
Entelekis?
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions.
Oh, he knows about that.
In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy.
Okay.
While it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feeling.
He just basically proved her right.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy.
What do you call it?
Dynamis, we call it.
Dynamis.
And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Entelekis.
That's me! That's me! An Enteleki!
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Wait. A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation. What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter. On account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Meteon?
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it. However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%, the more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities. 'Tis not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river... Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay. I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse. The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Precisely.
Yours is thin too. Like an entelechy. Like me. So... are we the same? Entelecchies.
Well, I have been known to transcend my limits with nothing but determination. I should have said the bottom one.
That sounds more akin to the desperate flailings of a wild beast when facing imminent death.
Look, Emmett.
A deficit of ether alone does not an entelechy make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis. And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it. Oh dear. I'd forgotten about the poor fellow. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
Nah. He's hungry. Feed him. Oh, is this gonna get us to 90? Yes, it did. Level 90 Black Mage. Astrophy 3 Armor Ice and 3 Umbral Hearts. Opening the Osman will allow you to execute Paradox. You have Paradox? I think so. But Selk, what have you got? You got some pants for me, huh? Not that I or anyone else would be able to make use of it even if we knew, but it irks me to discover that there is an entirely different form of energy, and no one told me. That personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive. Given that there are none among the 14 who specialize in the Celestial, he would be a welcome addition. Assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is, I still can't understand his hesitation. Why did you join the convocation? Oh, you wish to know why Emmett Selk was chosen for the convocation. I should be glad to share the tale. It began when... Not another word. Lest you've forgotten, we're here to learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. Hey, Hermes. My apologies for the wait. I have inspected the Ampelos to my satisfaction. All is well with the creature, and I dare say it won't be long ere it is released unto the world. Another creation, however, reportedly isn't faring so well. The Charbidus. That is why we shall tend to next. That is why we shall tend to it next. If you would to follow me, my friends, we shall return to the main aisle and head north. Head north. All right. Head up this way. This bush. Over here. I understand there's a problem with one of the Charbidus. Yes, that's right. As you know, the Charbidus is based on a sea creature. Owing to adjustments to enhance its affinity to wind, it is capable of flight. The specimens created with the concept could all fly without issue, but a problem arose in subsequent generations. This third generation creature was born with an etheric balance leaning strongly towards water. Its aquatic origin reasserting itself, it would seem. The result being its affinity to wind is diminished and it cannot fly. No matter what we try, we can't get it to rise even the slightest bit. For such change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable, flawed. With your permission, I will revert the creatures and recommend to the Bureau that the concept be revised. With its etheric balance leaning towards water, the Charbidus would indeed struggle to manipulate wind. Yet it is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I shall transform and fly with it, helping it to manipulate wind until it finds its wings. What? You needn't go to such lengths. You don't know? Ugh, but of course not. Transformation is an art in which one manipulates a vast quantity of aether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form and thereby transcend the limit to one's flesh. Yet, convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious in the extreme, as uncouth and unseemly as running about robeless, shameful. Am I to understand you make a habit of this? Nothing of the sort. It's just that when transformed, I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of these creatures? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do all in our power. Be that as it may. Uh-oh. Yes, I believe I have a solution. Emmett Selk, may I trouble you to move that Charbidus away from its fellows, somewhere out of sight? Look at his face. Meanwhile, I'd like the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I would spare you the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes committed an indiscretion. So have a little faith and run along. I trust you don't mind? Follow Emmett Selk. What you got scheming, Hythlodaeus? Emmett Selk is out of sight. Good. Let's speak of the plan. It's a stroke of genius, really. We have Emmett Selk train the Charbidus. Aside from being able to fly untransformed, he can readily see aether currents. And with his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wind magics to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you described, it is not his duty. I am loath to trouble him with it. Don't be. As I mentioned, it would also be for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. Vesper, I want you to go to Emmett Selk. Tell him you have a favor to ask. He will be disinclined to cooperate at first, but you mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick is to be unflaggingly persistent. Off you go now, and good luck. Oh, we gotta say, I have a favor to ask. Okay. Where'd you take that thing? Do, do, do. You don't have to go this far. There they are. Emmett, I have a favor to ask. Oh no, you don't. I'm not lifting a finger. Ugh, I don't know what Hythlodaeus is up to, but I will not be made to know. I refuse. Please, Emmett Selk. Please, Emmett Selk.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emmett Selk. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Come on, Emmett. I love it when he laughs.
Please, Emmett Selk. Please.
Oh, Meteon. How can you say no to that Meteon?
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
Aha! I have that mount.
I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we? You were wondering why Emmett Selk joined the convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even, quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Emmett Selk has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them.
Aw.
Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve herself in the business of others. Where she walks, excitement is certain to follow. Her antics irritate Emmett Selk to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern.
Aw.
When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents.
Look at her.
And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world. And when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine. And together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Yay.
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine hereon.
Charybdis.
Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
Cute. I love Hythlodaeus. I would watch a show of Hythlodaeus and Emmett Selk. I'm just throwing that out there. If Final Fantasy ever wanted to like get into making like cartoons or something. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the Charybdis has learned to fly. And Vesper and I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creature needed some small assistance at first, but soon it was flying more or less on its own. I doubt you will need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive. I witnessed it all from afar. The Charybdis flies. Indeed, with this, we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped it to achieve this, the Charybdis is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion if and when the need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them. If that is what you want. But if I may say so, rather than hoping on an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way we could guarantee that anomalies such as this specimen are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief. As you wish. Hermes. I'm fine, don't worry. Well, that concludes all of my present tasks. Let us return to Anagoresis for now. Okay. Is there another aether current anywhere? 189 to the west. Never eat soggy waffles. Oh, it's probably up there. I don't think it would be up here. No. Okay. Let's go back then. Speak with Emmett Selk. What? Want to apologize for forcing me to help you? Help, do you? Save your breath. You didn't force me to do anything. I merely chose the most expeditious way to have done what with an impediment to our business. He's laughing. Alright. Okay, put those on. But I want to go back to this. Alright, Hermes. Tell me, Vesper, in the course of watching me, have you learned aught of value? Dynamis seemed promising. Dynamis, you say? Curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be of interest to you. Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? The icon? I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we release one for observation than it set upon the nearby occupants, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the occupants were keeping a wide berth. It is the nature of the icon that is to blame, their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I've no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Doros will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. Hermes, wait! If this is part of his work, then I would observe. We follow. Alright, let's go see what he's up to. Another thing over this way? Northwest. Do. Down here? Aw, look at what you do here. The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. An icon was indeed responsible. The creature is nowhere to be seen. Doros must have taken it away. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go and seek him out there. Emmett Selk and I will search the area for good measure, just to make sure the icon did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you have finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow with Vesper. Come, it's down this path and over the bridge. Oh. I was just appreciating the music. Don't root of the problem, me. Southwest. Hello, Medion. There it is, the 12 Wonders. Hermes is looking for Doros. Let's look for Doros, too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I'll know him when I see him. Okay. Dark-haired man, no. Blonde-haired woman, no. Let me grab this real quick. Blonde-haired man, over here. Doros, that's Doros. Well now, if it isn't Medion, what brings you here? Ah, I thought I heard familiar voices. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Icons, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the field in restraints, frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to Kittisis. Once I've submitted my report, I'll see them reverted without delay. It's as he says, the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14. What brings you here? Nothing you need to concern yourself with, as you were. We've heard the news that an Icon slaughtered occupants. As the observer in charge, you are the opinion that they are not fit to be released? I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released. Lycaons would threaten other species and upset the natural orders. Could it be that specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them, all exhibited the same tendencies. Even when we used Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged. Kairos? Memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. It allows us to erase or alter memories that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive and potentially dangerous, depending on the intensity of the etheric emissions. Pashtarot may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief, let's not be so melodramatic. What was born of Aether is simply being reduced to its original state. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied even with the aid of Kairos, we remake it. If a creation is deemed in detrimental existence, we unmake it. It is all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. I understand these things, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat unto the world. Yet insignificant though their individual lives may be next to all creation, it is all the Lycans have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options, to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report and we may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend a discussion, that Emmett Selk may better carry out his duties? By all means. Pray show them to the meeting room. Just feeling emotions, huh? To man, the other beings are just things, to be used and controlled like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. Really? We will put that on. Update this. Then get our gear set going again. Bye. Okay, and with that, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. And when we come back, we'll talk to Hermes again. And we'll continue on figuring out what to do with these Lycans. I'm probably messing up the words completely, so I apologize for that. But guys, I want to thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.